Hey everybody, and welcome to the lounge, all my fellow loungers, chillers, ballers, and grillers. Today, another segment of Keeping It Real with Uncle Larry. Or Larry, whatever, doesn't matter, you can call me what you want. Anyway, today's topic, I'm going to talk a little bit about encouragement and what it actually means, how important it is. I think that we don't have enough people that do that. If you don't believe me, read the comment section. But there are quite a few that are encouragers, and especially like I've met quite a few people like that. I try to surround myself with that. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about too. Is like, there's an old saying, birds of a feather flock together, and usually you can see that in people. Like usually, people hang around people who are like-minded and stuff. I mean, sometimes you have some friends that are like you'd be like, I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't say that. But the majority of people hang out with people who are like-minded because that's where we find our common ground on. Now, having said all that, you have to remember that how important words are. Like a lot of people are under the impression that you can say whatever and that's your right, your freedom. And yeah, I mean, to an extent that's true. But the freedoms were never written so that, we could break down one another and call each other names and be really hateful to each other. Was never, ever part of the equation. That's not what it was about. But, like I said, if you're surrounded by people who have negative attitudes all the time, who always are, the saying Debbie Downers, womp womp. But anyway, those are the people that you have to kind of stay away from. It's like, it doesn't mean that you can't be nice to them or you can't be friendly with them, but it's like you can't let them suck away your happiness. They're life sappers. They zap everything out of you. They take all your happiness. If you let them, I mean, you shouldn't let them. That's why sometimes I think it's important to distance yourself from people like that, or just try to ignore them as much as possible when people are negative like that and always want to say negative things all the time. Encouragement is so important. I mean, I know that me and my friend one time, this was a long time ago, we were out on the boat fishing and stuff, and I don't remember what I said, if I called him an idiot or something like that, because we always bust on each other. And then he said this saying about attaboys, and I was like, the hell's an attaboy? And then he's like, because I didn't understand the way he said it, and then he said, you never heard that saying? And there's a saying, even Dr. Phil used it one time, and I'm not a big Dr. Phil fan, I'm just saying that he used it. It's, 1,000 attaboys, it takes 1,000 attaboys to take away a negative comment. And there's a lot of truth in that. There really is. One negative comment does so much damage to somebody else. People, I don't know why they do it. I guess to make themselves feel better about whatever miserableness that they're going through, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand why people have negative attitudes towards the outlook of life. I've never understood that, because life is a gift. It's a gift that you have to enjoy. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. So I mean, people have some really rough lives, and I know some people that go through some terrible things, but they have a positive outlook. They enjoy every second of their life. And people who complain about, their life and happiness and all that, they need to understand that there's people out there that are dying, that they don't have a choice. They would give anything to have, just a little bit more time on earth, and they can't. But they stay positive through the whole thing, and they enjoy every second of their lives for it. And we should think about that. We should think about how it sounds when we start whining about our own lives, when there's people who would do anything to have that life. There's people in other countries that starve to death every day, and we might complain that we're eating something that we don't really care for or whatever, or we don't have enough food, or I wish I could go out to eat this or that or the other thing. And it's like we need to stop our complaining. We complain way too much, I think, in this country especially. But encouragement, I think, I want to go back on that topic, because encouragement means so much to so many different people. There are so many people that are hurting, Maybe they don't get it from their mom and dads. Maybe they don't get it from their siblings. Maybe they don't get it from their spouses. And we can be that light for them. We can be that person that encourages that, you know, hey, if we give that one attaboy, yeah, and by the way, attaboy means like, you know, if you see somebody doing something like, attaboy, you did a good job. That's what that means. I guess it's an old time saying, I don't know. But that's what we could do. And we could be one of those attaboys, which means that there's only 999 more to go, just to take away the one negative comment. I think we need to be that. We need to be lights in this world. It's a dark world in a lot of places, but it's not all dark. There's a lot of light in here too. It's just that there's negative, just to prove that, to have so many positives take away that one negative, just goes to show you that we think that there's a lot of negative because we see that, and it rings out so much in our ears that's what we concentrate on a lot of times, and we have to try and change that. But you know, a positive outlook on life will help you to actually give positive comments towards other people. That's just how it works. You know, positivity creates positivity, and vice versa. If you're negative all the time or you're around negativity all the time, you're going to probably become negative. So I mean, it's your choice ultimately. Do you want to be happy, loving, caring? You know, do you want to be an encourager, or do you want to be the person that discourages people, the person that's full of hate and anger and all that stuff? It's like, it's sad because you don't have to be that way. People want to be that way, just probably to build themselves up. But if they tried the other way, I think they'd be much happier inside themselves, because it will create happiness. That's basically all I wanted to talk about today. So I'm going to encourage you guys. Be an encourager. Until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax. I'll meet you at the lounge.